Hello guys, how has it been? The environment we grow up in has something on us. The families we grow up in, even the compounds, house, even when we live in a duplex apartment, it has something on us because whatever we have been through growing up, it doesn't matter what we have gathered in our life. If we didn't work on them very well, it can soar in our memories, either evil or good. And that same evil or good is all what's made up who we are, the way we reason and the way we do our things. Most times it affects anybody that we have to do anything with because it's still that reasoning, that same kind of ideology, mentality that we bring into whatever we are doing with that person. If the environment we grow up in, we have to be overprotective of ourselves. We think so much of how to be greedy, over calculative, try to favor ourselves more than we think about others because the environment we grow up is so bad. Nobody cares what happened to you. So all we think is ourselves. How can I protect myself from getting hurt with the evil plan I'm looking at has for me? That is the environment we grow up in. But when we grow up in a very peaceful place or peaceful home, everyone brings something, share with each other. We have love, no fear, no argument, and the doubts that this person is going to do something bad to me. Everything that belongs to us, this person have taken it. You see, there's less greediness, insecurity. If we grow up in an environment where everyone is safe, you can't keep your things, somebody take it, or whoever that has to do with you in anything you people are doing, you are not feeling insecure that the person will take that thing that belongs to you people and make it the person's own. You people are so generous and you're sharing everything the way it's supposed to be. You don't take something without thinking about another person. You being selfless. It all has to do with what we have been through and what we are going through in our life at a particular time. So if wherever you are, we're safe at that particular time you're growing up, this is how your understanding will be, that I have this trust. Whatever me and you are doing, I'm safe in your hands. But if it's not like that, then every time I'm trying to protect, I'm trying to gather it all, it's my own, without being selfless, without thinking about you, putting you first before any other person or before myself, without putting you first before myself, considering another person before I consider myself. This is how it will be. Just imagine that two people who grew up in these two environments are trying to come together as one. It needs a lot of trust. We really need to work on ourselves very well to understand how that person takes you, what the person's plan is for you, and for the person to understand that you are not going to do the person anything bad. If the person do not understand that, there's no way you people can achieve this relationship because of the way you are afraid of what that person might do to you, because you don't know it. You've not seen somebody so good like this. You wouldn't even believe that that person will just do that thing without being egoistic in it, because you don't know this. Is too new to you. But it takes a lot of belief, trust, love, that that person is reliable for you to say, okay, I hand this thing over to that person. With this person, I can be less assured this person will not do me any bad. But when your bad expectations are more than the good things you expect to get, those negative energies can even start putting negative thoughts in this person's mind. Because when you're afraid of someone, no matter how you hide it, somehow the person is going to feel it. When you hand me something that is very valuable, you hand me that, and you do not cross-check by calling me on the phone or going to check that and see if it's there, just like you keeping something at home and you don't go and check if that money is there, that gold is there, whatever that is like treasure, if it's still there, if I didn't tamper with it, I will begin to see that you trust me. But when you every time try to cross-check or warn me, don't touch it, it's important, trying to remind me how I shouldn't play with it, how I should take care of it, and don't misuse it, it's already showing that you're not trusting me. The person will see it. And whatever energy we are passing to that person, somehow we don't know when that person starts doing also that way we are doing the person. So it's not good to say that relationship is not doing well when we ourselves are not doing well on our own. Try to give that person what we expect that person to give us. Relationship is not all about we sitting down and waiting to receive all those things we want to have or what we want to expect in a relationship. We are expecting it from somebody else because we are the receiving end, and we expect somebody else to do all the work and give us all that we want. That is the person's hand to navigate and direct the relationship so that it can become what we want us to become, what we want the relationship to become. And that person is failing in that aspect to do his or her work to make this thing work. That person will carry us and uplift us to that level we want to be in that relationship. For this relationship to be a success, it all depends on that person. While we fold our hands and think we are trying our best, we are doing well because of the push we are giving the person directly or indirectly for the person to make that move, what we want that person to do. We are like pushing the person with something, somehow making the person to make that thing what we want the person to make. And we ourselves, we are not doing anything to motivate that person. Because if me and you have work to do, that work that we have to do, and I'm seeing your efforts, I'm seeing how you're working hard to make that thing work, that will motivate me to work harder. When two people are doing work and you're giving all your effort, the person can see your strength, your struggle to make that thing work. It motivates the other person to work even harder than you. Because in everything that person do, the person is seeing in the person's mind, oh, you want this to work. You are doing this because you want me. You are working so hard because you want us to succeed. If you do not appreciate me and love me, you wouldn't do this. All these things you're going through is to make it work out for us. But when all these things is all talk, without work, and each time you try to figure out what the person is doing to make this thing be a success, and you're not seeing it, no matter how that person is trying to convince you, try to make you believe on emptiness, things that are not existing, the effort the person is giving, what you are not seeing, at the time you start to get weak because you turn your eye, you want to see what the person has done, you will not see it. But when you're seeing the effort, when you're seeing the input, what the person has done to make that thing succeed, it will motivate you more than you cannot believe. Sometimes if it's miles, you might get to 2 miles before turning back to see if the person is coming. Because in your heart, you have believed that that person is coming. Whatever is keeping the person behind is the person trying to amend, arrange, and put an end to the finest what you have already done that you've left behind. You're pushing ahead to make more effort to make you people succeed, while that person is trying to conclude it. It will be then disappointing when you get back or you get a news that says that that person you are thinking that you are in the same boat with, that you people are working hard to make this thing work, that person is slowing down, that the person was not actually doing anything. Maybe the person was there dancing, listening to music or whatever, like whiling away time instead of helping you to achieve that. Then the disappointment is even enough for the person to just give up and say, I'm just wasting my time. I'm going through this pain for nothing. So why don't I leave it? So anybody who tells you that they didn't see the signs why a relationship was not going to work, the person is lying. I know and I understand. Sometimes we want to give our best, our very best, to see that this thing work out. We want to wait a little bit longer to while away time and see if the person is sleeping, in slumber, maybe the person is weak. Something that I'm doing is making that person not to come along. Maybe that phase will go over and the person will wake up and continue the journey. But when that person is not really coming along, no matter how long it is, for me, I don't think it's really wise for us to keep waiting, because sometimes for us to step aside or show some weakness, show some I don't want again, whatever, shaking of heads, like saying no, anything that proves that we are on the negative side now, we are opposing whatever that person is doing, we are challenging it to make it not to be exactly what we want, for the person to understand that this place you are standing, I can't stand here with you because I don't like it, how things are going, I don't like what you're doing. This might motivate that person to feel that, oh, I'm losing this thing. To give that person the chance to weigh his or her options, to know if this thing the person is about to lose, if it's really worth it. Because sometimes when you are there for a long time and that thing, that person thinks that thing or that person, I can always have it, I don't need to struggle, it's my own, it's already there, so what do I need to stress myself for? I have it in full package, so what do I need to lose? Let me just leave it because it's there for me. Sometimes the person might not know the value of what the person have until the person is about to lose it or have already lost it. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching so far. My name is Choma. See you guys on my next video. Thank you. Bye.